Hi, I'm Kevin Scramlin. I'm running for Township Supervisor of Groveland here in 2020. Just wanted to make a short video tonight to touch on a few points. First, I'd like to thank everyone that came to the meet and greet at Food Castle Whiskey River parking lot. We had a great night. I appreciate everyone that came. I very much appreciate your insight and talking to everyone. One of the points I wanted to touch on tonight, which I've talked to everyone about, is the fire department. And to me, in this township, the fire department is number one. My opponent has came out in the last few months and has talked about how much he supports the fire department. I think you need to go back and look in the last 2 to 3 years to see what his views were on this fire department. And in his own words, which were in a June 8th board meeting, which you can look up on YouTube, it is not on the township site, had been taken down for technical reasons. He explains to us how 14 years ago how solvent this fire department was. But in those 14 years, the money kept going down, down, and down. I am not the smartest person in Groveland Township, but I know if I was in charge, I would have done something to keep that fire department solvent instead of looking to NOCFA before year 14. I think he let it go on his watch. Another point I wanted to touch on tonight is the roads, which our current supervisor was nice enough to put out a video explaining to you how the road commission, the funding works. I thought it was kind of ironic after all these years that he put one out. I also thought it was kind of strange that in that video, not once does he address how to make improvements to these roads. Basically, they're telling you that these roads are fine. I think we're all adults and we drive on them every day. We know how they are. They throw out statistics of complaints at the road commission. I don't think that's fair. We're a third of what Brandon Township is. The only township that is smaller than us in this area is Rose Township. We're not going to have the number of complaints. If you're like our family, you don't even call and complain anymore. You just fix the road because you've heard all the stories. Well, it's on a schedule, blah, blah, blah. I think they're selling you a bill of goods. I think they're making my point for me, that you're complacent. Don't be complacent. Don't fall for the false advertising. Look for an idea to move forward and make these roads better. Just because we live in the country doesn't mean that the majority of the time we have to drive on poor roads. The last point I'd like to touch on tonight, and excuse me if I ramble on too long, I'd like to apologize to the citizens of Groveland Township. I'm embarrassed as to what this election's turned into, and I'm embarrassed for the citizens of Groveland Township. I think a lot of the actions by the board members, some of the candidates, point blank has been embarrassing. The propaganda that has been spread, there's been letters to the editor and the citizens from ex-officials who are no longer even a resident of Groveland Township, plus other letters from people promoting certain candidates that don't even have a vote in our township. I think there's a great number of signs at businesses or vacant property owned by business owners that don't even have a vote in our township. It's upsetting. I think we're here for the people. I think that's been lost in our township. I'd like you to go back the last few months and watch these board meetings. Watch the actions of the board. Our supervisor at the time doesn't even really address the people at the end of the meeting. I keep hearing the quote, "I'll get back to you. We'll look into this. We'll do this," with no result. I am here for you. And I mean that sincerely. That is the only reason I am running, is to make Groveland Township better. I will do the best I can do for you. I hope you guys take your time and your due diligence and look at things and vote for me on August 4th.